Okay, so one thing I've noticed lately is that there seems to be a huge fascination with the idea of teen sex and teen pregnancy, and I think that it's a valid issue to discuss. Um, I'm a mother. I have a 2-year-old son, and I know that at some point, I, as a parent, am going to have the awkward discussion about sex and the benefits and the consequences that come along with it. The thing that scares the hell out of me is I don't know at what age I'm going to have to do that. I remember when I was in high school, which really wasn't that long ago, there really weren't that many cases of teen pregnancy, at least not in my school. You had the occasional 16 or 17-year-old girl that would screw up and get pregnant, and she'd end up graduating and nobody'd ever hear from her again. Uh, but it wasn't such a huge issue like it is now. And now I'm beginning to realize that this is something I'm going to have to talk to my son about when he's 11. And it scares the hell out of me, and it's hard. And I know it's hard. But I think the big issue and why it's becoming such an epidemic is because parents don't talk to their kids about it. Everybody wants to believe that they have this perfect, grade A, never going to do anything wrong kid, when the reality is they're going to do it. They're going to make mistakes. They're going to give in to peer pressure. And if you don't talk to them about it, somebody else will. The only difference is you're going to give them the right information. Somebody else probably won't. I've noticed that there's huge emphasis on teen pregnancy right now, with it being in the media. There's movies about it like The Pregnancy Pact, and then you have TV shows like The Secret Life of the American Teenager. And I don't know if they're trying to glorify the situation or if they're trying to warn people. I would like to think it's the latter, but it doesn't seem to be doing any good. Parents are so concerned that if they talk to their kids about it at 11, 12, 13, that they're putting it in their kids' head that it's okay. You have to stop being scared to expose your children to things. Trying to hide them and shield them from these things is not going to keep them from doing it, and probably most likely is going to add more detrimental effects, because then they're going to go into doing something not knowing the consequences, and they're going to make mistakes, and they're going to screw up, and they're not going to take care of themselves because they don't know how. I also personally don't think there's anything wrong with public schools providing contraceptives in high school. A lot of parents want to believe that if we give our kids means to protect themselves, that we're encouraging them to do it. And we're not. And really, it just comes down to saying, look, I love you, you're my child, and I don't want you to go there. I don't want you to do this. But if that is the choice you're going to make, regardless of what I have to say, then I want you to be safe. Put your kids on birth control. Give them condoms when they go out. Let them know how you feel, what your beliefs and your opinions are. But also realize that they're going to do what they're going to do. And by you providing protection for them, that's not you encouraging them to do it. It's time that parents start taking responsibility and stop blaming the public school system, stop blaming peer pressure, stop blaming the media. It all comes down to the choices you make as a parent, what you choose to expose your kids to, what you choose to teach them. And I know when it comes my turn, I'm going to be as open and honest as I can be with my kids. I'm going to let them know, yeah, this is a great thing. It's a beautiful thing. But it's also a thing for adults who are capable and ready to handle that kind of responsibility. And once you cross that line, there's no going back. You have to let them know this and understand this, or they're not going to make the right choices. Stop ignoring your kids. Stop ignoring the situation and talk to them. Do something about it. Be proactive. Don't start putting daycares in schools to remedy the situation because you don't want to deal with it before it happens. That's all I really got to say about that. So tell me what you think. What are your opinions? Do you believe in contraceptives in high school? Do you believe that parents should provide protection for their kids? I mean, what do you think? I want to know.